Hello, lovely Leos. This is Meredith. I am here with your monthly message for December 2018. I want to encourage you to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus videos as well so you get the full picture of the energy atmosphere that you are navigating this month. We're doing the reading different this month too. I try to do it different every month so you don't get bored. Leos don't like to be bored, I know. I am one. Okay, so we are starting out with Celestial Origin Healing Runes, a beautiful deck created by a lovely energy healer and a dear friend. So the images on these cards are meant to be healing symbols, so feel free to gaze at them and soak in the goodness. This is meant to be a soul force energy message for you. Then we have the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot for the general message of the month, and then we have Doreen Virtue's Romance Angel Oracle cards for a love message. All right, let's get started. Our first Celestial Origin Healing Rune is Heart-Centered Awareness. This card has shown up quite a bit in the readings. And Leos, you're all heart. You lead with your heart. You follow your hearts. And you have a whole lot of heart to give, which is beautiful. This card is a reminder for you that if you drift away from your heart center, you feel it rather succinctly and you feel it rather quickly. So this is a natural default setting for Leos. And it's meant to be a default setting for all of us, no matter your sign. But get back to your heart center. So if things aren't feeling just right for you right now, get into your heart, get out of your head, and you'll find the energy and the answers that you're looking for there. Okay, next card. Oh, I just sounded like a person who's delivering a weather forecast. That's no good. Okay, next card, Excited Anticipation. Yes, Leos are full of that too. So this is about your co-creative process, Leo, and having excited anticipation for what's in the oncoming, what's on its way to you, what is manifesting now, what you are dreaming for right now, and just being excited about it. Imagine that you sent away for something and you had to wait weeks for it to come in, and all that time you're like, oh gosh, I'm just so excited. I can hardly wait for this to arrive. This is the energy that will permeate the month for you. So be in your heart-centered awareness so that you can really fully enjoy your own excited anticipation. And then the next card is Trust. Well, perfect. Leos, you've had a bit of a year. And a lot of you have had quite challenging navigation as it excuse me, I can't spit that out properly. You have had a bit of a challenge navigating relationships of all sorts, most especially beloved. And those of you Leos who are single and have a love interest, things have been challenging for you to come together. So it's beautiful that you have heart-centered awareness and excited anticipation, because the reminder there for you is pretty easy. Those two things will build on the trust that you may feel you're currently lacking. There have been some intense retrograde energies. There have been intense eclipse energies, and those eclipses took place in your sign, our sign, in July and August. So, yeah, we've kind of been in a pressure cooker ever since. And the retrograde planets have done nothing to alleviate it. So our trust, our sense of trust for things to work out on our behalf in the co-creative process of our goals, dreams, and plans, this could be waning a bit right now. We might have been losing a little bit of faith here in the trust department. And these cards are reminding us to get back to it as best we can. My guides have been saying for about a week now, and I feel it's important to share it at this point. I haven't shared this in the other monthly readings so far. But my guides are telling me it's important to repeat now. We're about to enter a phase, like a 28 or 30-day window between December 5th and January 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere in that range, where things shift significantly to the positive, and it is an energy that we want to be participating in. So this is an invitation to get reconnected to our dreams, goals, and desires, because this energetic opportunity is big for us right now. It feels like we're going to leverage a lot of co-creative manifestation energy in this time, so it's very important. Okay. Take that information, do with it what you will. Okay, and be safe and be wise. Let's get to the general message from the Spellcaster's Tarot. Oh, look, our first card is the Star. There are 8 stars on this card, and 8 is the number of strength in the tarot, and strength relates to the Leo card as well. So this is kind of fascinating. And over here on the Trust card, I did say some of us may be feeling a lack of faith in that department, and then here comes the Star card, which is all about faith. So this is participating in the flow, in the river of life. And now I understand why my guides are having me share with you all that this period of time, December 5th to January 5th or so, this period, this energetic space is a big deal for Leo, mostly because of those eclipses and what unfolded before, during, and after those eclipses had quite an impact on Leo's everyday life, and it has contributed to what I was mentioning here, a lack of faith. If we feel like we've run out of it, many of us feel like we have run out of it. And so this is a restoration period, a time to restore our energy, to get back into our heart center, to feel again the excited anticipation for what's in the oncoming, reigniting our fire for our goals, dreams, and plans that we have for ourselves. I do feel there's a huge connection to relationship in this reading. So those of you who are coupled, those of you who are single, it does not matter where you are in relationship. There are events that have been roller coaster-ish for you this whole year. And so in your existing beloved relationships, things are going to start to, according to these cards, get infused with an inspirational energy that starts to smooth the way. It's less roller coastery. Okay, things may calm there. And those of you who are single but have love interests, perhaps you have lost faith in the connection that you made with these individuals. It felt like, ooh, there was a big heart-centered, excited anticipation connection, and then everything fizzled out, like it went to sleep. It went into hibernation or something. And so the Star card here comes along with some strength and a boatload of faith and an invitation to participate again in the co-creative process of what you wish to experience in relationship to yourself and in relationship to your beloveds. Let's see what's next. Queen of Pentacles, the mother of the material right here. This lady has all the resources. We love her. So queens, kings, you know, they're full of self-mastery and life experience. So this queen shows up in a very practical fashion, and this tells us that the very things that we've been dreaming for are coming into reality. And perhaps it's connected to this window of time that my guides and angels are speaking of, December 5th to January 5th or so. It's after Mercury goes direct, which is the 5th or 6th of December. And yeah, this window through January 5th, 6th, 7th. Something big's going down for Leo in terms of manifestation and in terms of how that is connected to relationships. Something that was dormant comes alive again. That's the feeling that I have here. It was taking root in with this, the Queen of Pentacles. I just see taking root. Whatever it was we were dreaming for, it started off with a bang, and it really affected us in our heart center, and then it just went so quiet, oddly, eerily quiet, unusual. And I'm sensing a big bang here again. Well, you all know I love me a Knight of Swords. This dude, he just haunts me in the tarot. He just shows up at the most unexpected times for me. And there are times where he goes dormant and I don't see him for a while, but when he shows up again, he's definitely got a message. You know what I say about this guy. He's a little bit unforgiving. He rushes onto the scene. He, leads with his sword. He asks no questions. He will mow down whatever is in front of him. If you were riding on his horse, or in this case, his bull, and you fell off the back, is that a two-headed one? No. It's just so big it looks like two. If you fell off the back, he's not coming back for you. He's going to keep going. He just doesn't ask any questions at all. Now, the Knights in Tarot, they bridge information. So he's been dispatched by the Queen. The Queen is looking at the star, and she's saying, hey, lovely Leo, it's time for you to restore your faith, because there's a whole lot of stuff in the oncoming for you. Now I'm sending out my Knight with that message. So the Knights are bridges between cards. So she sent him on a mission to say, get ready, because everything took root and now it's about to blossom for you. But where's it going? What did I tell you about this being connected to relationships, love relationships? So here it is. And look at this. So if she's saying it's taking root and it's about to deliver, or something's about to shift, change, and grow in a way that you'd been dreaming for a long time, it's almost like this star is lighting that rainbow in this heart between people. So the mother of the material is letting you know that the relationship or aspects of your relationship have taken root and they are about to bear fruit in some way. Now, we all know that the Lovers is also called the decision or the choice card. So it's important for us to take a look at what's on either side of the Lovers card. So we're going to need to pull a clarifier here. To the left of the Lovers, the card that sits there is the most likely outcome based on your free will choices, your consistent free will choices. The card to the right is your heart's desire. And so the question becomes, no matter what cards show up here, we have to look at them and say, does this card here bring me closer to my goal, dream, and intention? Should I take the most likely course of action, or do I follow my heart's desire? Following my heart's desire, does it bring me closer to or further from the very thing I wish to co-create? So let's pull a clarifier. Let's see what the heart's desire is on the Lover's card, because the most likely course of action is that this energy is going to keep rushing in, which is kind of cool. That's good news. Okay, here we go. Oh, interesting. We get another Knight, but it's the Knight of Cups. So we're going to need another card. So we have the Knight of Swords dispatched by the Queen of Pentacles, letting us know things are taking root and blossoming, and that's not stopping. It's going to keep coming on. So those of you who would be concerned about, oh no, have I missed my window of opportunity? The answer there is no. The most likely course of action is that this energy will just keep rolling for you for a good while. but your heart's desire, we end up with another knight. Now, he delivers a message of love. He he can get lost on the track. You know, he sometimes wanders off the path and arrives a little bit late. Hence the issues of trust over here. But my feeling is what's going on is while energies went kind of dormant or into hibernation, and we had a sense of frustration with that post-eclipse, July, August, through the retrogrades, many of them, the most significant one in Venus, which was a torture for so many of us. Now we're starting to see movement and momentum, and so we have the Lovers being conveyed by the Knight of Cups, who is a lover himself and is bringing a message of love. He's got a cup on offer here. So the Queen has sent him with this dude. And I feel like the Knight of Swords is keeping the Knight of Cups on his path. So that's good news. But since he is a knight, we still need to know what the two of them now are conveying within a loving relationship. All right, here we go. Yeah, that doesn't look friendly. Okay, you know what? It looks worse than it is. So the Nine of Wands is a card of endurance. And this is how Leo and many other signs are feeling right now after, as we've gone through all of these retrogrades and eclipses this year. They've been brutal, gotta say. There have been some really high highs, but there have been some exceptionally low lows, and ugh. So let's look at it this way. Here's the star participating in the flow of all things, getting in the flow. Completely heart-centered awareness, in excited anticipation, trusting the process, pouring all she has into that river. And Leo certainly feels like that. You're all heart. You give your all every single time. So the Queen has received this, and now she's sent her knights out into the world to bring all of this to us, because this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking like, having gone through all those tumultuous energies of the eclipses way back from last winter, even from February, then again in July, August, and all these retrogrades the whole year through. It's been a big deal. So we kind of feel like this person looks on the Nine of Wands. We're not the only sign that's gotten this card either. So for those of you who happen to have seen it in some of the other readings, you know that when it comes up multiple times, it's kind of a big deal. So if you have a sun, moon, rising, Venus, and you've watched those videos and seen this card, you know that things are looking and feeling kind of bleak. But with that said, a whole new world is opening up for us now, and we have to trust the process. I know it's a tall order because this is wearisome. But I do want to say nines are all about our spirituality. So being in our heart-centered awareness, having excited anticipation, trusting, having faith for everything that's going on, staying connected to our goals, dreams, and plans. This is all very important to us. It's time for us to reignite our own fire so that we can receive all of this. And this is drought, this is thirst, and this is hunger over here. But this is also strength and endurance. So we start with strength, we end with strength and endurance on our side, and relief is on the way. That's what these cards are showing right now. All right, Leo, let's take a look at the Romance Angel Oracle cards. First one, reconciliation. Beautiful. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So just what I was saying up here, where we may have come into contact with someone or had an experience in our existing relationships that it just felt like a bang, and it was amazing and wonderful and wow, and you know, all the bells, whistles, fireworks going off, and then crickets. Something went dormant, something went into hibernation. And now we have the reconciliation card, which is, you know, just another way of saying relief, I feel, in this reading. So I don't know that it's literally someone from your past, but it could be a reconciliation of energies from our past. So that bang, that big bang that we had, I feel that the reconciliation is the return of that. Okay. For some of you, though, quite literally, this will be someone who came into your life and then left you swiftly, and you were like, what the heck? Where did you go? What was the purpose of all of that? And then retrograde, 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 eclipse, eclipse, on, and then we are doing all this spiritual journey work till we look like this. So, reconciliation. Something's returning, and it's good. Next card. You deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, you know, Leo, you might have stopped trusting that. You might have lost faith in that because that big bang was serious. And Leos take it to heart for sure. And they show up with their whole heart right out on their sleeve every single time. So when that big bang happens and you're fully engaged and you're like, yeah, I'm 100% on here. And then there's this glaring lack of continued big bang. You're like, what happened? And then you start to doubt, like, what's wrong with me? Where did I go wrong? Did I make a bad decision? You know, the monkey mind. Oh, it's brutal. So restore your faith and trust in knowing that you are lovable and things are reconciling. And not only are they reconciling, relief's on the way in a big way. We have all the resources, skills, and talents to receive it, share it, expand with it, and trust it. Last card, playfulness. And Leos, you're so good at this. You are so gregarious and charming. You naturally become the center of attention. You never have to try to do that. You know, Leos get a bad reputation for having a big ego. And most of the Leos I know have a very sensitive ego. And they don't ever wish to outshine anyone. But their ruling planet is the sun. Their ruling organ is the heart. And they are all heart. And so playfulness is something that's key for all of you. It's how you engage other people. It's how you make connections, and this is why you end up being the center of attention without trying. But the message is true here. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So really what I hear is it's not about your inner youthful spirit, it's just your inner spirit. You're naturally fun. You are naturally playful. And during these trying and challenging times, you may have lost sight of this to some degree, and it's time to pull that back out and play and flirt and laugh and converse and connect and bond and have fun. Okay, that's the message for December. Beautiful. We're going to do one more card from the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle deck. What does Leo most need to know for the month of December 2018? Interesting. Face your adversaries. 9 of Wands. That's, you know, another challenging card there. But sometimes our greatest adversary is our inner dialogue and how we're taking care of ourselves, treating ourselves. So take a look within, Leo. Reconcile these things. Find your faith. Find your trust. And stay connected to your dreams, goals, and intentions. Because It's the monkey mind, the hamster wheel of the mind that can talk us out of the very thing that we've been dreaming for and working for a long time. So take a look in the mirror, take responsibility for yourself, switch up your inner dialogue, get into your heart center, find your excited anticipation, and trust the journey, because relief is on the way, according to the cards. That's it. Happy December. If you're celebrating the holidays, happy holidays to you. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do that in the description box below. You all know the drill by now. Watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus videos as well. Bye for now, Leo. Peace.